welcome to MADDtalk. I'm Imani.
And I'm Sue. I'm the mother and she's the daughter. Yes. We're MADD.
We're a mother and daughter duo. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today our video is about gossip. What's in the magazines right now? Well, there's so much in the magazines. There's so much to talk about. There's been so much drama going on in the media. So we are ready to dive into it right now. So I've got Now magazine.
And I've got New magazine.
Yep, and I've got some really good stories here. I don't even know where to start.
Well, I know where to start. I want to start with Jordan versus Peter.
Oh,
now,
again.
These two have been dominating the headlines for the last 6 years.
They're professional headliners.
They know exactly how to get the articles, exactly how to get the shows, exactly how to get the pappings, and how they do it is just by having a go at each other over the smallest, most minute, ridiculously stupid things. So the latest problem with these two is that Peter Andre, obviously we all know who he is. He's a reality star, and he's got a little girl called Princess with Jordan, or Katie. She's both. Jordan's the alter ego, Katie's her real name. But anyway, they've got kids together, and they have reality shows, and Princess appeared on his latest show, whatever that is.
Yep.
He's got so many, I can't keep up.
Yep. And
she's upset. Now, how ridiculous is that? He's got shows, she's got shows.
The kids are always in the media.
The kids have always been in the shows. So if he's got the kid, and he's got the cameras in his house filming his reality show with his children that he absolutely adores and loves, and he's a hands-on dad, and the child is featured in the programme, how could celebrity TV reality star mama have a problem with it? Clearly she ain't got a problem.
No.
What she needed was more money,
yeah.
more headlines. What do you think?
Well, we've discussed Katie before. We've said that she's a genius. She knows how to stay in the magazine. So what happened is, she actually tweeted something, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something along the lines of, oh, it would have been nice if Peter told me my daughter was going on the show, like sarcastically. So the only reason why she did that was obviously to get a headline. Like we've said before, she's a very intelligent businesswoman and she knows how to get her headlines and her money. So she was purely doing it for a bit of attention, and she got it.
Yes, she did.
Front page.
Yep. And also, I mean, this one's genius. Jordan, Katie, you are a genius. Now she's telling Peter that she's going to move to Australia. Come on, that's another ploy. That's another ploy. Because why would she tell Peter that? Because she wants to make trouble, that's why. Because she wants to make headlines. I don't think she's really going to Australia. And even if she was really going to Australia, of course Peter's going to be furious about it. He's a hands-on dad. He loves his kids. He always has his kids. What's he going to do? Fly to Australia once a week to see his kids?
No, he can't.
He can't. It's impossible. He's got a new wife, a new life, new shows to shoot.
Australia's, I mean, she's really out of
24 hours
She
away.
chose the furthest possible place. Couldn't she go to Spain or France?
Exactly. So again, keep it in the headlines. Now that's going to go on for 6 months.
Yep.
She might even buy a house out there. She might even do a reality show out there. I think she's brilliant. Personally, I think the children are going to be suffering with what's going on between these two. She's doing it for the money. She's doing it for the headlines. I think she's doing it because she's a little bit bitter as well, and jealous, you know, a little bit of that.
So.
I think so. I mean, really do.
You have to be honest with yourself. She obviously was with Peter for a few years. They had kids together, and she probably thought that he would never go on to find someone, you know, as glamorous as her. But he actually went on to find someone who's like in her early 20s, slim, gorgeous, and had a baby.
Not a celebrity.
Yeah, and had a baby with her. So it must be a bit of a slap to Katie. That's what women don't like. Older women don't want to know their ex-husbands have gone on to find a younger model. So Katie is probably a bit bitter.
Of course she's a little bit bitter, so she just wants to make as much trouble as possible.
She's a wind-up.
But you know what? She's making a ton of money, and she's going to be making a ton of money for a very long time.
We actually like Katie. I'd love to meet her one.
Yeah, I like Katie very much.
Really funny.
I think she's awesome.
Gosh, these One Direction boys, I just don't even know where to start. Obviously, we know the recent drama that has happened with them, with Zayn Malik. Mum will discuss that because it's in her magazine. But in my magazine, we've got Lewis, who is one of the One Direction band members, and he's recently broke up with his girlfriend, and they've been together for a few years. It doesn't say how many years, but they've split up after a few years. Now, I mean, what do you think about relationships in the limelight? Do you think it can work?
Personally, I think there's too much pressure on these people. And in one of our videos, we talked about, you know, Denzel Washington keeping his marriage for a very long time. There's a few stars that do it. Patrick Duffy, the ex-Dallas guy, he's kept his marriage for a long time. But the truth of the matter is, it's difficult nowadays. Nowadays, it's difficult. The young celebrities are different to the old school actors.
Oh, wait,
They're different.
Wait.
There's a lot of, what do you call it with the fans? Frenzies with the fans. And
look, the reason why they broke up is because he was caught passionately kissing a girl who wasn't his girlfriend, so he cheated on her.
Exactly, and that's what I mean. There's so much pressure. The fans of today are different.
So much temptation.
Yeah, they're different. They want to be, I don't even know what to say, to be quite honest. The things that I look at, the way these women are over these male pop stars, it's like they really own the pop star. These guys know that women literally worship them. It's really, really bad, isn't it? Serious, isn't it, Jin? It's not like in the olden days, I don't think.
The thing is, I actually wonder why these guys cheat, because as celebrities, if you cheat on your partner, you will always get caught. So you literally might as well just break up with the person and say, look, there's too much temptation, I'm going to cave in one day, there's no point in us being together. As a celebrity, you cannot cheat because the person will come out and tell the secret, or someone will catch you, a paparazzi will catch you, or a normal person will catch you, take a picture and sell it. She's quite pretty, very natural looking girl.
Yeah,
her name's
she is.
Eleanor. So Eleanor, I hope you're coping well with what that scumbag Lewis has done to you.
Oh, God, the scumbag!
I'm so sorry to hear that being cheated on must not be a nice feeling. It's never happened to me or you, has it?
No, it's never happened to me.
I'm so glad. I really don't know how I'd cope. Eleanor, stay strong, stay around your friends and family, and do not go back to that cheating, dirty, filthy scumbag, because that's what he is.
Right. Let's see. Okay, I think I want to talk about the One Direction situation. We could talk all day about this one. It is a very disturbing situation. Zayn is not coping very well.
Well, he's left, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's not coping very well. He hasn't been coping very well for a while, so he's left. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I actually don't understand the big fuss. If he cannot deal with the pressure of the tours, and he cannot deal with the pressure of the celebrity and their schedule, the gossip, they're saying that Perry is the reason why he left. Okay, I'm having a hot flush. Hold on a sec.
Oh my God.
Woo!
Again?
Yes, again. Hold on a minute.
Are you going to have a hot flush every time we film a video?
Right. Hang on a sec. Right. Perry from Little Mix, how can she be responsible for him leaving his career? That is ridiculous. She's in a girl band, he's in a boy band, they're both doing well, they do go in different directions, they don't go in one direction because One Direction are touring in one place and Little Mix are doing their thing somewhere else. But the fact of the matter is, I think he left because he's just knackered, battered, tired
and hungry. He looks really hungry these days. I'm not kidding. I've seen a few pictures of him on Twitter. The guy looks like he needs a bowl of pasta. He looks so skinny, so unhealthy. His skin, his face looks like it's not healthy. So
his face looks like what?
Like you can see the bones and stuff.
And he's so good looking.
Yeah, but guess what? There's more gossip.
He looks tired.
There's more gossip. You're not even going to believe it.
Go on.
People are fuming. Apparently, he left One Direction because he wanted to have a normal life. That was his quote. Apparently, he's releasing solo music, so he doesn't want to have a normal life. Apparently, he's been secretly recording with Naughty Boy, and the song has come out.
What?
So now people are saying that he's betrayed all of the boys in One Direction, and he left because he wanted to have a solo career. What do you think about that?
Okay, what do I think about that? I think that it's his choice, and being in a band is different to being a solo artist. Yes, you still have to go in studios, and yes, you still have to do performances, but being in a band, a 5-piece band, Virginia, Imani, I call her both, is pressure. It's more pressure than being a solo artist.
No, I get it, but if you was one of the band members, how would you feel? Like, let's say me, you, and 3 other girls were in a band, and then one of our girls left and said, oh, the pressure's too much, and you found out she was recording secret music. How would you feel?
Well, Beyonce did it.
Yeah, but how would you feel? Would you feel like you've been betrayed slightly?
No. I believe that people make their own choices. People deserve to make their own choices, and I believe that nobody rules another person's life. I agree with his decision. Yes.
You think good luck to Zayn?
Yeah, I do. Okay. Oh, Chris. Oh, she's looking
Kris
good. She always
Jenner.
looks good anyway.
How gorgeous is Kris Jenner, by the way? This is basically the mafia boss of the Kardashians. This woman is a genius. She created stars. All of her children were her prodigies, and she created, how many of them is it? Six. Six stars. Wait, is it six? Kendall, Kylie, Kourtney, Khloe, Kendall.
Kim.
Yeah. Oh, Kim. And Rob. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Rob.
Do you know what she said? She said from as young as she can remember, she wanted 6 kids.
Yeah.
And she had 6 kids, and all 6 of them are celebrities. Well,
Yeah.
Rob not so much anymore.
No, there's
but
1,
we'll
2,
talk
3,
about
4. Yep. So there's 5 girls, and then obviously one boy called Rob. And Rob, people really are just wondering what exactly is going on with Rob. Over the last few years, he's not come out into the limelight, and whenever he is out into the limelight, it's a complete disaster. The paparazzi taunt him because obviously now he's excessively overweight. He's lost all of his confidence, and there was an article basically saying that people think that he's letting the Kardashian family down. I think that is such a disgusting, selfish thing to say. If someone's going through a hard time in their life, what do you mean letting the Kardashians down? At the end of the day, it should be family above everything. And if he's not well enough to take part in the things that they do, then he shouldn't. He should take time to himself and get himself better. He's really in a bad way.
Truthfully though, I mean seriously, yeah, he's one of the kids. And yeah, he was around in the beginning. But the truth is,
it was never about him.
It was never about Rob. It was about the 5 beautiful sisters and the mum. They are the Kardashian brand. They're the ones that have the perfumes. They're the ones that have the fashion. They're the ones that have the books. They're the ones that have the looks. They're the ones that get packed. They're the ones that control the shows. They're the ones who are having babies, and they're the ones that are getting married to people.
Yeah. And
so it's not really about the boy.
And the thing is, it's quite a shambles, really, because when he, on his show, he was saying, you know, I feel left out, Mum, you give all the attention to the girls, what about me? So because of that, they released a sock line called Arthur George. You know he sells socks?
No, I didn't.
No one cares about the socks. The socks were like a desperate cling on, like, oh gosh, we've got to give Rob some. Chuck him some socks.
Some socks. I mean, not even ties, not even cufflinks.
I know.
Socks.
And now they've gone into onesies and pyjama wear.
Oh my days. I mean
leave
the little
it
kid.
out.
What's the youngest sister? How old is she?
Kylie, she's 17.
Well, she wouldn't want to do that either. She's doing modelling.
Oh, she's doing modelling. She's got her own fashion line.
She's doing mature stuff as well.
And talking of Kylie, there's an article here, Mum, that we have to discuss about Kylie Jenner. So Kylie is 17 and she's going out with a rapper called TYGA, who I think is 25, and everyone's saying that it's disgusting and that it's wrong. So she's 17, he's 25. What do you think?
What I think is, okay, if he's good to her and she's good to him,
oh, people might not like you,
and they love each other, what business is it of anyone else? That's what I think.
Wait, you're saying that? Mum's saying that because Mum actually has a similar story. That's why when Mum was, how old was you?
17.
When Mum was 17, she went out with a guy who was
32.
Mum!
And he was wonderful.
Gosh.
He taught me how to drive. I learned to drive in his car, which was a Triumph Dolomite, I think.
This was many years ago.
Then I started driving his 7 Series BMW. So I learned to drive in style. I went to restaurants when my 17-year-old friends didn't even go McDonald's. He took me out places. He taught me how to be a woman. And then guess what I did? When I was 18, I had a baby. And the relationship lasted quite a while, and then something really bad happened. He died. Stop it!
Why are you laughing?
Okay, all right. No, I don't want you to get this wrong. No, I don't want you to get this wrong. He died when my son was 9. That's when he died. I'd broken up with him for 6 years. I broke up with him when my son was 3 years old. 6 years after that, he died. So I'm not laughing because he died.
I think she's laughing because she's nervous. Like when we talk about death, because obviously we're such happy, jolly people, when we talk about death, we get really like, we don't know what to do.
We're not sure how to react.
When that happened, she definitely didn't laugh. It was
no,
a really
I didn't laugh.
Time.
We went to the funeral. It was a very sad funeral. There was a lot of people there. Clearly, he was very popular. The funeral was massive. Anyway, the point is, I was 17. He was 32. Everybody said it was disgusting. Why was it disgusting? Why would this be disgusting? Think about this, okay? In some countries in the world, people can get married at 14. In America, yes, in America, they can get married at 14. Is that disgusting? In some countries in the world, people get married even younger, 11 and 12. Personally, I think that's disgusting. Why? Because an 11-year-old, in my opinion, is really a child.
Yeah.
Come on, an undeveloped person in the body and an undeveloped person in the brain. A 17-year-old is practically a woman. Developed in the body, developed in the brain, about to be legally 18. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think once you've left the school, the playground, and the school uniform, and you're a decent age, like 17, 18, it's fine. That's what I think.
Okay.
And I hope they'll be very happy for a long time. I hope he respects her, cherishes her, and I hope she does the exact same thing too.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's nice. Let's see if there's anything else interesting or worth talking about.
Well, I've got something that I want to talk about. I don't know much about it. I won't lie to you. I don't know much about it. But I do know he's a TOEI star. I do know that Dan has a violent past. Lately, they're talking about him threatening to kill his girlfriend.
Yes.
On tape. Sorry, his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, well, his ex-girlfriend, but at the time they were together. And some tapes have been released. No one's sure whether the girlfriend's actually released the tapes as like spite because he's moved on with another woman, or whether someone else got hold of the tapes. But basically, they've been released. And in the tape, Dan is saying something along the lines of, I'm going to kill you if you do this or if you talk to other guys. Very threatening in the tapes, very
intimidating.
Yeah, and she also has released a statement to say that he was violent. So, I mean, do you think that he should be on TOEI with a past like that, Mum?
So, had this have happened 5 years ago, I'd say no. Why should he be kicked off TOEI? He's changed his ways.
It wasn't that far away. I think it was like maybe a year or so.
Yeah, so because it's kind of recent, and this scandal here is recent, and it's not just a scandal, the tapes provide proof.
Yeah.
There's proof
It's
and
not
evidence.
just her gossiping about this, there's actually been proof.
I think that he should possibly be removed from TOEI while the big boys and the big girls in the executive circles discuss it. And I'll tell you why. I don't want him to have a ruined career, but he is a role model.
Yeah.
He is a role model. TOEI is one of the biggest reality shows in this country, isn't it?
100%.
So how can you have a man who is threatening to kill his ex, the mother of his child, get some counselling, sort out the issues that are going on here?
Yeah.
Woman beating and woman murdering is not acceptable. Dan.
Okay.
Cheryl, we're talking about Cheryl.
Cheryl, what's her face, Sini?
Exactly, because I can't pronounce her surname and most people can't. The reason why we're talking about Cheryl is because Cheryl's talking about some stars that are overly sexy in their performances. But look. That is sexy. That is raunchy. That is vulgar.
She's literally got her legs like, I'll put this in between, but she's literally got her legs like that. No, it's true.
Exactly.
I mean, what a hypocrite. She's like, oh, women, are too sexualised in the industry. Well, she's on stage like that.
Exactly.
I mean, you can literally see inside, can't you?
Oh, gosh, that is really vulgar. So, Cheryl, I'm disappointed.
You're a hypocrite.
Yeah, that's what you are.
Yeah, you're a Vicini hypocrite. Right, last story. I wanted to talk about, I've lost her now. Here we go.
Who's that, Rochelle?
Well, of course, who's missed?
Is that Rochelle?
No, yes, it's Rochelle. It's Rochelle from the Saturdays, Marvin's wife,
Marvin's wife, What's that mean?
I am getting a little bit bored, tired of every single female celebrity getting a clothing line. Most of the time, it's boring, it's tedious, it all looks the same.
And it looks grannified.
They wouldn't even wear it themselves. They're liars. They literally get put in an office with all these clothes and said, right, this is your collection, sign the piece of paper. This is an ugly collection. I don't know. What on earth is that black and white terrible
She would never wear this, ever.
What is that awful printed shift dress? What are those shoes?
And the thing is, is. I mean, let's think about it. Look at the curve. Look at the pose. That's how much she had to curve.
To make it look
To
nice.
make it look good.
I mean,
she practically broke her body like that.
To make
it look good, you know? I mean...
Yeah, but look at that. What's that?
Okay, right. The dress is the best. Okay, look. The dress is the best. I don't know if you can see the shoes, but they are gross.
The skirt.
Look at that black dress with white flowers. It is gross.
Right. So I just think it's a little bit boring how everyone who has had a bit of celebrity for 5 minutes has a clothing collection. They didn't even choose this stuff. If you're going to put your name to something, at least make it, you know, decent, because that is your name after all.
Do you know something? It's not even about the name, it's about the money, it's about the paycheck, okay?
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah. I mean, she's so pretty.
She's beautiful, Rochelle is. I mean,
But
seriously.
she's trying to flog us this junk. I'm actually insulted. I'm genuinely insulted that Rochelle Humes is trying to flog us a load of junk just because it has her name in the label. So I am offended. I think it's a load of crap, if I'm honest. But she is a beautiful woman. I wish she'd get a grip and actually bring out a collection that's nice. That
suits her.
Yeah. Okay. So
right, and young. You know, not grannified like that.
We're done here. There's
got
so
nothing
much...
against grannies.
No.
I'm a granny.
No,
I am a granny. I am a granny. I've got 6 grandchildren. I'm a granny.
Oh, right, yeah. You're a hot grandma, aren't you?
Exactly. Hot stuff.
Gordon Bennett. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us for this week's gossip. We hope you enjoyed the stories and enjoyed what we had to say about them.
We actually love Cheryl, and we love Rochelle, and we love the Kardashians. We got nothing against these people.
We've just got an opinion that we don't mind sharing. All right then, thanks so much for coming, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Woo!
Oh God, it's in there.